Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to the channel. I am Starco Gaming and we are back with another Dragon Champion video. If you are level 15 or below, make sure to use the promo code Starco to get a free starter pack. To do so, it is pretty simple. You go in the settings, use promo code, and you enter the code Starco, STARKO, press OK, and you will receive your goodies, and hopefully you guys will enjoy. So guys, today we're going to be doing an updated character spotlight video. We're going to be talking about Little Batty. Little Batty got level 7 ability since she actually got her last spotlight video. Also, I don't think she had the gear 12 available back then too, so I'm going to be covering, you know, how to build her, how to play her, and which skill to actually get to level 5, 6, and 7. And also guys, before we jump into all of that, if you want to have a chance to win 500 drag coins, make sure you join the Discord channel. Link is in the description down below. We give every week 3 prizes of 500 drag coins to the community. All you got to do is go on the Discord channel, guys, go in the Dragon Champion category. There's gonna be a channel called giveaway, and you follow the instruction down there, and every week we pull 3 winners for 500 drag coins each. So with that said guys, let's jump into the heroes here and let's go find where Little Batty here is. So basically Little Batty is one of this kind of plug and play defender you actually have. You can set her up in a full human team if you want to. Well, she's the only defender human that's actually worth it, or you can actually put her in pretty much any teams. But the place where she is really gonna be shining, guys, it is in a raid because of her turn meter reduction. Her turn meter reduction and her buff removal. Those still things actually make her very, very usable. If you actually look at my previous guild raid video, guys, you're gonna see her in a lot of combo. She's actually considered a SS character, top tier character for raid. If you did check my tier list, by the way, guys, you can have access to my tier list on the Discord server too. It's gonna be in the category of Dragon Champion section, channel guide. You're gonna be able to find the tier list there. So talking about team for Little Batty, it's a little bit difficult because you can pretty much put her everywhere. But if you were to talk about the ultimate team with her, I will go first. It will be Salyus Lead for position number 1 with Little Batty. Then we're gonna get Garrett, Eric Shellbreaker, and the last one will actually be Naya. That will be the optimal team for the human if we talk about, you know, in general for battleground stuff like that. But if you talk about raids, you're just gonna plug her in there with the other characters for your raid that are SS characters for raid, or whatever fits her best, and just gonna be there to do turn meter reduction and buff removal if needed. That's pretty much gonna be her job. But pretty much she's just gonna be using her first skill 99% of the time in the raid, by the way, guys, and she is a top character for there. So let's jump into her and let's take a look at her. Let's take a look at the how to build her and all that. So here, personally, I don't have the max stats on her yet because I haven't finished her gear, because I don't actually care about raid that much. I'm fine just doing some progression into the phase 2. I'm totally fine, so I haven't worked on her, but I do know a lot about her, guys. Hopefully, I think. Anyway, if I do any mistake, I'm sure I'm gonna have my boy from my guild, my fellow French Canadian Madlo, that's gonna tell me I'm a noob, and that's how it's works. So in case I make any mistake, guys, make sure you check in the comment section. So let's talk about the skills, guys. First, we're going to talk about the passive ability. Flawless defense. Little Batty survive a fatal blow and protect herself with a shield equal to 60% maximum health. Any active effect on her are removed can be triggered once per battle. And once we actually get level 8 ability here, it's going to go to 100% shield and restore 20% HP. That's actually going to be so freaking OP, guys. Cannot wait to actually get that level 8 ability, but just that level 7 ability compared to that level 6 ability pretty much is the 30% shield healing extra, which actually not really mandatory, because once you lose your shields, you lose your taunt, and you become useless because you get really easy to be killed. And if you have the characters that pierce through shield, you're pretty much dead. So I don't think this passive is actually that important. I think that having it at level 5 or level 6 is definitely get the job done here. That isn't my personal opinion. Now when we're actually going to get the level 8 ability, it's going to be different, because we get some HP and 100% shield. Well, shield equal to 100% of maximum health. I think that's going to be outstanding. That's going to be a game changer. But for now, just here, 5, 6, or 7, they all work pretty good. So my recommendation will be level 5 or 6, depending if you have the blue scroll to make it to level 6. Next ability, we have the third skill, which is called Sunlight. Deal 230% physical damage to all enemy and a 50% chance to inflict blindness as a level 7. Now if you drop that to level 6, you can see it's only a 30% chance to inflict blindness. So the level 7 ability is definitely going to improve this ability. And if you look at that at level 5, you lose 10% chance for blindness. So it's a minimum level 6 ability here. If you can get it to level 7, because you need that ability for battleground or stuff like that, definitely get it to level 7. But if you don't care about PvP with her and you just care about kill rate, this ability can actually be set at level 5. It does not actually matter. Could even be set at level 1, to be honest, if you don't actually care about any kind of PvP. But it's a very solid ability, can be very decent, and level 7 definitely make this ability better, and also reduce the cooldown by 1 turn. Well, the initial cooldown by 1 turn. So instead of taking 3 turns to get this ability ready, it takes 2 turns at level 7. So I think level 7, it's really outstanding for this ability. Maybe not the most important ability to get to level 7, but definitely a very solid one. Now if we actually move to the second skill, second skill is Shield Throw. Deal 320% physical damage to an enemy. Also attack 2 random enemies and deal 160% of physical damage. Dealing damage with this ability, remove 1 buff. Little Batty, gain taunt for 2 turns. And here you can see if you get this ability to level 7, initial cooldown is reduced by 1 and max cooldown is reduced by 1. So instead of you're gonna be able to use it on first turn no matter what, from level 6 or from level 5 actually. So level 5 is the mandatory one, by the way, guys. But instead of having a 4-turn cooldown after you use it, if you get it to level 7, you're gonna get a 3-turn cooldown. So it makes you be able to remove a buff every 3 turn and be able to taunt every 3 turn. I think that is definitely a game changer for her. Definitely a very solid ability to get to level 7. But if you're not gonna get this ability to level 7, level 5 is all you need to have on her. Level 6 is really not important, because this defender is not a damage dealer. And then we have the basic ability for the Emperor. Deal 220% physical damage to an enemy and decrease the target turn meter by 25%. And this level 7 ability is the most important one. One of the top level 7 ability in the game, because it gives her 100% chance to reduce turn meter by 25%. See, if we actually get that to level 6, it's a 80% chance. So it's actually not guaranteed anymore, well, based on potency and the tenacity of your enemy. But still, 80% chance versus 100% chance, that is just a huge difference. And this is the ability. If you're gonna get one ability to level 7, guys, this is the ability. This is the best ability to get to level 7. Now if you're not gonna get this ability to level 7, it needs to be level 6, because 80% chance it's better than 60% chance, and it's 25% turn meter versus 10%. So this is definitely a total minimum of level 6 on this ability, and most important ability to get to level 7 on Little Batty. So ability level 7, guys, in my personal opinion, will be for the Emperor is priority number 1. Shield Throw is priority number 2. Sunlight is priority number 3, and Flawless Defense is priority number 4. Now, if you don't get those abilities to level 7, it's just looking at which ability to get to level 6 and level 5. Yeah, the Flawless Defense level 5 is definitely fine. You have Sunlight that you do want to get to level 6. You have Shield Throw that is require a level 5, and then you have for the Emperor that is mandatory to level 6 if you're only thinking about level 5 and 6 ability because you don't have access to legendary scrolls yet. So this is how you set up these ability, guys. Now, how do you play this girl? It's actually pretty simple. You're gonna use your second skill on cooldown, or if you know that an important buff is coming, you're gonna hold down on the one turn. You're gonna wait for that buff to actually happen on the opponent team, and then gonna be using it second skill. Well, you're gonna use down cooldown if you're not actually doing raid. In guild raid it's totally different, because in guild raid it smash that ability as every single turn just to reduce the turn meter of the enemy, unless you have something that you need to taunt around to just keep your team alive. And again, in raid you're not going to be using a third skill because it's mostly pointless unless you need to use it to reduce the damage on the two minions with the boss. But in a regular gameplay, guys, regular gameplay, I mean, you know, non-raid gameplay, pretty much you're gonna use the second skill on cooldown, the third skill on cooldown, and you're gonna fill with the basic ability that is L2 player. Now, how do you actually build the runes and artifact? Artifact is pretty simple, guys. You want to go potency as much as possible. If you can actually find a potency artifact with tenacity, that's even better, because tenacity can actually be great here. I do not have any tenacity on her, which is actually pretty bad, but I used to use her for raid, and all that matters for raid, guys, is a potency as much as possible. You don't care about anything else as long as you get you know, your potency over 100%. Even getting it to 130% can even be better. Runes is going to be the same thing, guys. You want to go with as much potency as possible for runes. I can actually go 6 potency runes here if I wanted to. I could remove those 2 armor, but I do not have the potency runes to put there. I just don't have any potency runes with speed. Secondary here for the top spot and the bottom right spot. So that's kind of why we have whatever we put there. Basically, the recommendation here to put in these 2 slots, well, if you only have 4 potency runes, for example, is just put your runes that have the highest speed on them, and that's gonna do the job pretty much. It's just about get your potency over 100%. That is the top priority, and then after that, as much speed as possible and as much extra potency as possible. So if we take a look here, you can see here we have 7 speed on this one, which is actually pretty solid. Here we have speed priority. We're lacking potency as secondary, still definitely need to be improved. Here we have 13 speed with potency. This is why we have a double armor set, guys, because we get 20 speed from those 2 runes, which is actually pretty outstanding. Bottom runes does not really matter what you go for the primary stats. If you can get HP, that'll be great, but does not really matter. Here you can see we have a little bit of speed, still lacking potency here. Then here we do have a 9 speed. Shield is the most important primary stat on that bottom left runes, by the way, guys, for everybody, almost everybody. That's 99% of the characters in the game. And then we have, you see, we have 9 speed and some potency, almost 3% potency here. Here you want to go potency primary with some speed, and only 3 speed. This is definitely a runes that need to be upgraded. So the 2 most important stats on this characters, guys, is without single doubt potency and speed, because she is mainly a raid character. She does not have a great survival ability, but if you're gonna be playing her as a defender and don't care actually about raid, the other way to actually build her is replace the priority on the potency and replace that with priority on tenacity. But you still want to get a very high potency so that third skill can actually AoE blind the other team. So it's really tricky. But here you can see we have 180 speed, we have 111% potency. My recommendation will be as close as possible as 200 speed, and as close as possible has 130% potency. That will be my recommendation for this character, since she is mainly a guild raid character. So that is pretty much what we had to talk about little Batty, guys. We're not gonna have any gameplay today because we cannot really play her in the arena. And well, we don't really have a guild raid going on right now, so we cannot really test her there, but we do have a plenty of videos that will showcase her in the raid. Just check the channel, guys. Look up tier 8 raid or tier 9 raid, and you're gonna be able to see her in action on the channel. And she is pretty awesome. She is a top 3 raid characters, meta characters for raid, guys, and she is definitely a very solid character. She also gonna be the first defender you should be working on early on in the game, because she is a defender that you gain access at 7 stars the fastest early in the game, in my opinion. So she is an outstanding defender early on, and then late game she's become one of the best, the strongest meta for guild raid. So guys, hopefully this video will help you in deciding how to build her, how to set up yours, and hopefully you guys enjoyed this video, and hopefully the information in this video were as valid as possible. By the way, guys, if you really eventually want to go back to this video for X reason, you can find the video link on the tier list. You just check the tier list on the Discord server, you go to human section, little Batty, and at the end of the little Batty name, there is going to be a video link there that's going to be linked to this video. So guys, thank you for watching. You all keep enjoying it, playing a Dragon Champion. I'll see you guys again in the next video. Thank you.